What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to give you some of the most profitable slips on PrizePicks in the entire world. If you don't believe me, take a look at our results of the past 4 days. We've been absolutely killing it with a 70% hit rate on props. On Saturday, we had the UFC. I don't know how many of you guys out there are UFC fans. I am a huge fan of UFC. I've been getting into it in the past year, and I absolutely love betting on the UFC because there are so many free spots, just like this one on Saturday. I gave this out for completely free in the Discord, by the way. This was like a couple of weeks ago. You actually want to play slips pretty far out because that's when the most value can be had. When it gets closer to the fight night, that's when lines are more accurate. But we like to look at lines way before the fight even comes out to get max value. And we got max value here. As you can see, we had Josh Frem to go less than 74.5 fantasy score. He had 12.6. He literally didn't even get a sixth of the fantasy score that he needed. Next, we had Gabriel Bonfim to go less than 2 takedowns. He only had 1 takedown. We cashed for a nice 3x on the slip. Very, very pretty. If you guys want to see where this is sent out in the Discord, I will scroll all the way back up, and you can see this was sent out on the 9th of July. We had a write-up. Friend was a large underdog. This line may have moved to 71.5 or get taken off the board. And Bonfim has only landed 2+ takedowns once in his UFC career. So we had the write-up, we had the right read, and we absolutely cashed out. We're going to be doing this all season long on the UFC. If you guys want to get access to all of my VIP plays in my VIP Discord for completely free for 3 days, you can use the link down in the description. You can join the Discord on a free 3-day trial, get all of my picks completely free, no strings attached. If you guys don't want to be in the Discord, you can leave after the 3 days. It won't charge you anything. You guys can talk in the chat and ask me questions directly, or you guys can get a free 1-month free trial by using my code on Sleeper or Chalkboard. Simply download the app, deposit a minimum of $10 using my code Derek on Sleeper or my code DerekBets on Chalkboard, and then just send me an email at beatthesportsbooks@gmail.com, or you can message me on Discord at DerekBets, and I will hook you up with a 1-month free code to the Discord. So I recommend this avenue if you're not in the Discord already. You can get a free month for literally $10 and get a deposit match. It's a no-brainer. So make sure you take advantage of that, guys. But coming in next, we had some slips in golf. Everyone's favorite sport to bet on. There's honestly almost nothing to bet on, guys. If you go on PrizePicks and you look at the board, you see there's not really anything to bet on. We've got like tennis, and we got MLB coming back in a couple of days. But besides that, guys, mostly we're just betting on golf. Golf is pretty easy to get in some good spots. As you can see, you got all these different props. You got birdie props, pars, strokes, and it's pretty easy to find some good spots in there. Esports as well. What we're really waiting for, guys, is CFL. CFL is, as I'm going to show you guys in the rest of the video, one of my most profitable sports to bet on. And we're also going to be waiting for the NFL, of course, to come back so we can run some really profitable slips. But anyways, in golf, we are absolutely killing it. These are results from Sunday. I believe we went 2 out of 3 in our slips. We had Tyrell Hatton to go more than 3.5 birdies and Patrick Reed to go more than 3.5 birdies. They had 5 and 6 respectively. This was sweat-free. Next, we had Tyrell Hatton to go over 3.5, the same exact prop. But this time, we took Danny Lee to go more than 3 birdies. He absolutely smashed that line, of course. We cashed out on 2 nice 2.75x's. 2.75x is the payout, guys, because these things are slightly correlated. If the course is playing good, then they're both going to go over their birdies most of the time. So that's why PrizePicks lowers the payout a little bit. As you can see, it's 100 to pay 275. Usually it's 300, but that is still a very, very good payout because it's really easy to mix and match these things together. Because if one guy plays good, another guy's going to play good because that means they're playing on an easy course. Hopefully that makes sense. Next, guys, I want to talk about these free picks that I gave you. Of course, this was the featured free pick in the last video if you guys tailed. We had the CFL slip, and I correlated with esports. And guys, we almost got there. We almost got there. We had Bustillo and Tui's to go less than their kills. They went less easily, guys. This was not even close. Next, we had this stack in the CFL, McLeod, Bethel Thompson, and Eugene Lewis. We had Eugene Lewis go over his receiving yards very easily. His line was set to 58.5, and he got 89 receiving yards. And usually, guys, this means that the quarterback is going to go over his passing yards. This time, we needed about it looks like we needed like 38 more passing yards from Bethel Thompson. We would have cashed. But as you can see, guys, this strategy is very, very profitable because these things correlate together. So when one thing hits, you can reasonably expect another thing to hit. Doesn't mean it's going to happen all the time, but if you stay with this strategy over the long term, you will make money. And that is why I run hundreds of these slips every single year. It's because it's about the long term. If you're getting this close and you're hitting at around a 15% rate on these 10x slips, you're going to make a lot of money. I want to address one of the comments that somebody left on my video, which really shows how a lot of people just don't know the math behind sports betting. So I had this guy in my video. In the video, I said I gave out 12 CFL slips, these 10x slips, and we hit 2 of them. And so this guy decides to troll me and he says, you gave out 12 and only 2 hit, bro, go on. So, and then I respond to him and I say, do you know how PrizePicks works? A 4-man slip pays out 10x profit. Hitting 2 of these 12 means you are up 10x in profit, guys. So think about it. If a slip pays out 10x, excuse me, let me go back to where I was. If a slip has a 10x payout, that means you only have to hit 1 out of 10 to break even. And if you hit 2 out of 10, that means you are now up 10x because you lost 9 of those slips, right? You lost 9 units, but then you hit a 10x. That erases all those losses. And then you hit another 10x, and now you're up 10x from where you started. So if you started with $10 and you only hit 2 out of 10 slips, you now have $90 in profit. So hopefully that makes sense. What you need to think of these slips are long shot parlays. This is a plus 900 play, right? Because if you hit one, 100 pays 1,000, and then 1,000 minus your initial bet is 900. So don't listen to these people who try to troll and they say, oh, you went 2 out of 12, you went 3 out of 15. Playing on PrizePicks, hitting 10x slips at a 3 out of 15 rate is very, very good. That means you're a very, very profitable sports bettor. So you need to think about these as long shot parlays because that is exactly what it is, right? So we had another one, another example of getting very, very close. This was another free pick I gave out in one of my last 2 or 3 videos. Not sure exactly which one it was, but as you can see, these things correlated. Bethel Thompson went under his passing yards, and Dylan Mitchell went under his receiving yards, right? Makes sense. So then we had Alexander Collins. He went less than his receiving yards. You would expect his quarterback, Vernon Adams, more times out of not, the quarterback is going to go under if the wide receiver goes under, and vice versa. This time he ended up going over by quite a bit. He had 451 passing yards. But guys, like I said, this is a long-term game. If you join the Discord and you play these CFL slips over the long term, you will profit. As you can see, here are 2 examples of these correlation slips hitting that I showed in the last video. We had the wide receiver going under his receiving yards by 60, and then we had the quarterback going under his passing yards. Then we had the exact same thing on the other side. This banged for 10x. This was like a week ago. Then we did the exact same thing. Bo Levi Mitchell threw a bunch of passing yards. His receiver, Shamar Bridges, went over. Then we had Reggie Billiton to go less and Jake Mayer to go less. This is a very, very profitable strategy, guys. If you guys trust the math, just play them over the long term, stick to your units. You will profit immensely. And I promise you guys, your prize picks will look like this in no time. So without further ado, let's get into the free picks for today. Today we are coming in with some soccer plays, and this is a collab with my good friend ESPN Ben. We work together, me and his cappers, to come up with AI and machine learning plays. So I can't exactly give you guys a game script as to why these things are good. Basically, we are just crunching the numbers and looking at the data and finding spots where we can get value on a less or a more. So we found one of these here. We have Ventura Alvarado to go less than 4 clearances. This is Wednesday night at 11, so tonight, after this video is posted, you have a lot of time to get this in. And then this one is at 8:30. We have Kendry Pais to go less than 45.5 passes attempted. If you guys are skeptical as to why this is a good play, you're like, oh, I don't know, these seem like random props. We have had around a 70% hit rate on these props, these soccer props, playing them inside of 2-mans. And these are the results from yesterday. We hit a 1-unit play along with another slip that is pending. We had Santiago and Rodrigo. And as you can see, this was sent out in the Discord yesterday. And then the other 1-unit play we had is Rodrigo and Thiago. And we currently have this one pending. We have gone 1 out of 2. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so we have it right here. So that is already 3 out of 4. But we just need Thiago Martins to go less than 57.5 passing yards. And we cashed this for 3x. But anyways, to the next slip, we have Agustin Cardozo to go less than 49.5 passing attempts. And then Kendry Pais again to go less than 45.5 passing attempts. And I'm playing 1 unit on this, which is 1% of your bankroll, if you don't know what a unit is. Next, we have Thiago Martins, less than 57.5. We're playing a 3-man. It's kind of unconventional, but sometimes you find 3 props that you really, really like, and you just want to throw them in a 3-man. I don't usually recommend you play 3-mans because the payout isn't that good compared to other sites like Underdog Fantasy. But in this situation, it is good because the value is on PrizePicks. We have Arthur to go more than 69.5 passing attempts. And then we have Joseph Martinez to go less than 2.5 shots. So those are our free picks for today, guys. If you guys want to get access to all of my VIP picks for absolutely free, you can join the Discord on a free trial using the link in the description. It is absolutely free for 3 days. You guys can come check it out, get some picks, talk in the chat. We're talking in here all day long. And if you guys want to get a 1-month free trial, all you have to do is use my code on Sleeper or Chalkboard. Use my code Derek to deposit a minimum of $10 on Sleeper, or my code DerekBets to deposit a minimum of $10 on Chalkboard. Just get the app, use my code, put in $10, and I'll give you a 1 month free of the Discord. Usually 1 month is $49, guys. You can get it just by depositing $10 and get a free deposit match. So I really recommend that everyone take advantage of this if you're not in the Discord already. You can send me an email at beatthesportsbooks@gmail.com or send me a message on Discord at DerekBets with your screenshot of the deposit, and I will give you a free month. All right, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys tail these plays. We're going to absolutely light it up this week. Make sure you join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. Free 3-day trial or get a free month using my code on Chalkboard or Sleeper. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.